So people have been saying for a long time to Amazon FBA sellers, don't sell something you're passionate in. Don't sell something just because you like it. Build a brand based around products that already sell well on Amazon. Pick something and resell it. Go to Alibaba and sell it. I'm here to say BS, right? Shut it down. I think you should, as I learn more and more and as I develop as a brand that sells on Amazon, I should say, like I'm almost hardwired myself to say an Amazon seller. That's one of the problems, right? You don't want to be an Amazon seller, okay? That's a side hustle, like I said in my last video. To build a brand selling products you're passionate about takes a little bit of an edge, but it's not much harder and it's so much more satisfying. With that being said, let's get right into it. I'm excited about what I have to teach you today. I'll see you in there. Whereas Amazon FBA private label started as a model where we go to Amazon, we find a product that sells well, completely generic that we can slap a label on. We might notice that some of these are the same products. This specifically is the exact same bundle, same press, exactly, same two things, exactly, different brand. That's what people think of when they think of Amazon private label. If you didn't know already, that's what most people do. They go to Alibaba.com, a place where you can source from manufacturers, buy 300 of these things, list them, and then cut the price. I don't think there's a better example in the entire universe of what people think private label is or what most people are doing than this right here. The same exact product, completely. One is $3 cheaper, one's $4 cheaper. It's just like, it doesn't end when that's your business model. It's a constant hustle, it's a constant grind. You have nothing to show for it other than sales. You have no customers, you have no email list, you have no assets, you have no website, you have nothing, right? You have Amazon and their customers, and you're weaseling your way into that relationship. Okay, you're third wheeling really, really badly. What I would say that you should focus on going forward, selling something that you're passionate in or something that other people are passionate in, okay? Selling something that you're not passionate in might give you the chance to not get clogged up with clogged up, that's such a horrible way of putting it. Not get blinded by emotions and sell things just because you like it. That is bad, right? There is something to that. It needs to be data-driven combined with your passion, okay? So for instance, let me show you what I mean by this. A great place to start is think about you as your customer and what do you buy? What are you excited to buy? Go into your orders on Amazon and just look through what you buy. Not toilet paper, not things for your house, not glasses. No, what are things that you're excited when you buy them? What were you waiting for? What were you tracking when it was going to arrive? That's the things that can lead you to it. And there's something very specific that you need to be aware of. Categories of products are not models of customer behavior. Write that down. Categories of products are not models of customer behavior. Customers can be described with an word, an ist word, right? Guitarist, gymnast, beauty artist, gardener, woodworker, okay? Those are customers that buy products related to that field, that hobby, that profession. Sports and outdoors is not a customer. It's very broad, and yes, it's less broad than just products, physical products. It's a category of products, but customer behavior is not modeled by the category. They don't buy everything in a category. They buy related to their hobby. And even within a hobby, fishing, that's too broad. Fishing is too broad. Fly fishing is more narrow. And then salmon fly fishing is even more. Steelhead fly fishing or trout fly fishing, bass fly fishing is even a subset of that. So that is what you want to hone in on. And let me give you an example of that. Fishing brings us to products with tens of thousands of reviews, lures, rods, reels, scales, 20,000 reviews, 8,000 reviews. However, if we just simply add the word fly fishing, that's not fishing for flies, that is fishing with a technique of fishing. So all of a sudden, 150 reviews, 800 reviews, 500 reviews, 2,000 reviews, 500, 800 reviews. Now we can compete here, right? There's a market sweet spot for how big your brand should be, or the space for which your brand should be built in, I should say. Here's a great example. Ventures Fly Co., 27 reviews. Well, what about this? This is not a big brand that's sold in fly shops or it's recognized by the industry. This is a person who started a brand about something they're likely passionate about. So if we were to open this up, let's take a look at the sales for the 800 review listing from Venture Fly Co., right? $20,000 per month. And then let's go ahead and let's go and look at one of their new listings. So $1,500 per month. Well, guess what? Here's another one. Okay, that's the same one, but got it. So that was their sponsored listing. Here's another one, $9,000 per month for a starter kit. Okay, wow. So 20,000 per month plus 9, so 29,000 plus 1,500, 30,000. They're making $1,000 a day selling things they're passionate about, with essentially no competition because no one brands like them, right? And now look what they've done. They went from a $79 package to a $150 package. I wouldn't say that's a new product. I would say that that's basically an additional product that's related to the first one. I would say it's an accessory to the first one, right? So 200 versus 122, that's basically an accessory to the first one. However, the starter kit is an entirely new product. The plier, the toolkit, an entirely new product. Okay, so start thinking about what you're passionate about and can I build a brand there, or what are other people passionate about? I happen to be passionate about fishing, narrowed down to fly fishing. I really only fly fish, and I specifically really only fly fish with two-handed rods for anadromous fish. Now we're getting real niche. Now let's do that, right? If we did like spay or steelhead fly fishing, well, guess what? Now we might be too narrow, right? There's actually not a lot of products coming up. There's books. There's some, like these are not steelhead flies. Those are bass flies. There's a net and there's fly tying stuff, but there's really not a market for physical products here. You know, there is for the big companies. There's the rods, there's the reel, there's the lines. There's definitely products in this space, but it's probably too small for a brand like me to establish authority in, right? It's kind of a big brand space. They have, because they have so many areas covered, they cover every niche. But I think this is too small to focus on. So what I would argue is that you need to find that happy medium. 1 or 2 levels under the category, but 1 or 2 levels above the dead end. Okay, you want to be somewhere in the middle of a passion. Fishing goes down to fly fishing. Fly fishing should not go all the way down to steelhead fly fishing. It's too narrow. Okay, hopefully that makes sense to you. Now, if you want to sell something related to someone else's passion, for instance, if you want to sell stuff for fly fishing, you can build a brand like that. Okay, if it's moderately interesting to you, you can research everything about fly fishermen and build a brand for them based on their input. You can also, if you're stuck, hey, I don't know a customer audience that I want to build a brand for, go look up top hobbies 2022 in the US. Any one of those 15 most popular hobbies, 99 hobbies. Okay, there's probably endless things in here. Okay, let's see. I don't know. Hobbies. So brain, new language, learning a language, gaming. These are weird. This is a bad example. Let's go to 8 hobbies to pick up in 2022. So again, takes a little bit of bouncing around. Okay, here we go. Hiker, right? An upcycler, a journaler, a musician, a painter, a baker. Those are all people that you can build brands for, but don't build a brand for everyone in that market. Find a level or 2 down which you want to establish yourself in. Something big enough to support a 6-figure store, 7-figure brand, but not so big that you get drowned out in the ocean. Okay? $15,000 searched, 15,000 searches for fly fishing. beautiful, right? Thousands of customers interested in this hobby every single month looking for these products. If you're struggling to choose the product that you want to sell on Amazon, I should put it, you're struggling to choose the customer you want to sell a product to on Amazon, there's a great I can't talk today. There's a great book about this called Choose by Ryan Levesque, The Most Important Decision Before Starting Your Business. I would recommend that one to you. There's also another really great book, more geared towards e-commerce sellers, called 12 Months to 1 Million by Ryan Daniel Moran. That is a phenomenal book as well. One of the best books I've ever read regarding creating an e-commerce business. So let me know if either of those help you out down below. I don't have a link to them or anything. Just look them up on Amazon. But other than that, guys, that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.